Hello and welcome to Bottoms Down, chair yoga for everyone. I'm Carol. I'm so glad you've joined our community. So check out the Bottoms Down YouTube channel homepage for easy access to videos about the body area you want to work on, or the amount of time you have for your practice today, or if you want to stay seated or stand more. If you haven't already, please click the subscribe button. It is free, and we'd love to hear from you, so leave a comment. In today's practice, we'll explore Sun Salutations and Warrior poses. Sun Salutations get our blood flowing, and Warriors are strength-building poses. We'll move through these both seated and standing, but remember that you can always stay seated the entire time. You'll need a chair and a block. Now, if you don't have a block, you can substitute a big book, or you can do it without it. And let's get started. So we're going to sit up nice and tall in our chair, and we're going to move forward just a little bit. Think just a moment about grounding our feet to the earth, right? Also the same thing about those sits bones. We want to ground those sits bones to the chair. We're going to take our hands and we're going to flip those palms up to the ceiling. Lift the heart. Pull the shoulders down out of the ears. Close the eyes and just breathe your natural breath. And then let's elongate that breath. We're going to inhale a little more deeply. Exhale a little more completely, just connecting to that breath. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Bring your hands to your heart. Set your intentions for today's practice. One more breath here. All right, bring your hands down to your thighs and open your eyes. We're going to drop our arms down by our side, and we're just going to shrug our shoulders up into our ears. And then we're going to let them drop. And let's do that again. So it's a shoulder shrug. Up we go. Let them drop. And let's do that one more time. It's a shoulder shrug, and it's a drop. All right, very good. We're going to let our right ear fall towards our right shoulder. So just feel this first, just a natural range of motion. You'll feel a little stretch here on the side of the neck. You feel that? Now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hand and I'm going to lay it lightly on the top of my head. I'm not going to pull or tug. I'm just going to let the weight of that hand give me a little different stretch. Now, we're going to extend the opposite arm out towards the wall beside us. So go ahead and flex through the wrist and push through the palm of that hand. You feel a little different stretch? Yeah, I do too. One more breath. All right, let's bring that left hand down first. Take the hand off the head. Lift the head up. Oh boy, how does that feel? All right, let's do the other side. So we're going to drop that left ear towards that left shoulder. Just give it a moment here, okay? So we want to get kind of that natural stretch first. Now, we're going to take our hand and we're going to place it lightly on our head. Don't pull, right? So just laying there, letting the weight give us a little more stretch. Then we're going to extend that opposite arm out. Flex through the wrist, push through that palm. Oh yeah. One more breath. All right, let's bring that right hand down first. Take the hand off of the head. Lift that head up, and how does that feel? I know, pretty good stretch there on the neck, isn't it? Okay, so we're going to do another pose for warm-up. This is called staff pose. Now, what we're going to do, I want you to think about keeping your feet grounded and keeping your sits bones on that chair, okay? So all of this bottom part of the body stays very grounded. Now, we're going to take our hands and we're just your thumbs right under your armpits, okay? Then all you're going to do is lift through the spine. So nice long spine, crown of the head towards the ceiling. It's a lift. Now, I want you to maintain that lift. We're going to let go and we're going to place our hands on the chair back behind us. Don't lose the extension though. One more breath and release that. Okay, how did that feel? We're going to do that a couple more times, okay? Now, when you let go and bring your hands back to the chair, don't grab the chair, okay? So I like to just tent my fingers and just have them resting lightly there because I want all the work to be through the spine. I want that, your abdominals are working, right? I want that to, what you feel is the extension, and that's the work. Okay, let's do it again. Thumbs under those armpits. Now, remember, lift, right? Crown of the head to the ceiling. We're extending through that spine. My feet are grounded. My sits bones are grounded on that chair. Are we ready? We're going to let go. Don't let everything sink. Go ahead and extend. Keep everything extended. Tented fingers on the chair behind us. Lift, 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 and release. Can we do that just one more time? One more time. Ready? Here we go. Extend. This is called staff pose. We're lengthening through that spine. One more breath. Go ahead and let go. Put your fingers on that chair behind you. Extend. One more breath here and release. So if you don't feel yourself at the end of that pose, you weren't trying, right? You weren't really giving it a good go. All right, very good. So continuing to warm up a little bit into that spine, we're going to do a cat and a cow pose. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our thumbs to the back wall. But notice how I'm keeping my shoulders down, and I'm going to squeeze those shoulder blades back behind me. My heart lifts a little bit, doesn't it? So there's a little bit of a back bend, just a tiny one, a natural one, right? We're not trying to make that back bend happen. It just kind of does when we squeeze those shoulder blades behind and we bring those thumbs to the back wall. Okay, so here's our cow pose. Now, we're going to do cat pose next. So we're going to round our spine. We're going to bring our hands onto the tops of our thighs. Our elbows are going to stay wide. Now, try to tuck your chin and let that head fall. So I'm looking at my belly button. All right, let's do that again. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. One more time. Inhale up and exhale down and release. All right, let's grab a sip of water. So we're going to bring our arms parallel to one another. So forearms are parallel and a light little fist here, okay? So we're going to do a half shoulder press. And then we're going to bring that arm down. Then we're going to do the other side. It's a half shoulder press. And down we go. Let's do that again. Half shoulder press and down and a half shoulder press and a down. Now we're going to take that arm and we're going to open. And we're going to close it. Now the other side we're going to open and close. Let's do that one more time. It's an open and a close. One more time. Open and close. Now we're going to turn that palm to face and do a little bicep curl. And up. Turn the other palm to face you and a bicep curl. And up. Turn that palm to face and a bicep curl. And up. Other side. Bicep curl. And up. And bring those arms down and take just a moment. Okay. So we're going to do that same thing, but we're going to do both arms at the same time and see how it feels. If you've got one shoulder that's not happy, not wanting to do it, then you're going to do the other side and it's fine, right? That's why I started that way, so you can kind of see if you want to just do one at a time. All right, if you're with me though, we're going to do both at the same time. So here we go. It's a half shoulder press up and we're going to bring those arms down. And we're going to open and we're going to close. Turn your palms to face you and then do a little bicep curl. All right, now palms face each other. Here we go. Half shoulder press up and down. And it's open and close. Palms face you, bicep curl, and down and face each other. Okay, and take a little break. Now, the only thing we're going to add on here, and remember you never have to add on, is we're going to do a full shoulder press. Okay, so that's the only difference. Everything else is going to stay the same. All right, are we ready? Forearms face each other. Here we go. Full shoulder press up. Down we go. And we're going to open. And come back together. Palms face you with a little bicep curl. And palms face each other. Press it up. And down. and open. Bicep curl, open. Last time through. Here we go. Full shoulder press. I call this opening the book. And down we go. Palms face you, bicep curl, and release. All right, very, very good. So we're going to do a sun salutation now, and we're going to add our block, okay? So let's take our block, and we're going to put it between our feet. I'm going to do it on the, the high side. This is called the number 3 position, and then I want to have it wide so that I can put both of my hands on the block, okay? And it's going to sit right between my feet. Okay, let's bring our hands to our heart. Now, we're going to do a reverse swan dive. So this is our beautiful sun. Palms are facing up. We're going to come all the way to that extended mountain. Extend those arms up, and then we're going to bring our hands to heart. Now, we're going to do that again in the opposite way, right? Up we go, extend that mountain, bring those arms all the way around, and we're going to bring our hands to our heart. Now, let's do that again. Big circle, up we go. Palms are facing up. Come all the way up to that extended mountain. Shoulders are down. Palms are together over your head. Bring your hands to heart. And let's come back up. Reverse that. Up. Big circle. Hands to heart. And release. Okay, adding on. Here we go. Big circle up. Extend that mountain. Bring those hands to heart. Now we're going to come back up. This time we're going to dive forward. Arms out to the side. We're going to come into that forward salute with airplane arms, and we're going to stretch our fingertips where the wall and the floor meet, and we're going to stretch our head where the ceiling and the wall meet, okay? So we're stretching through that spine. The spine is nice and long. One more breath. Bring your hands to heart. Let's do that again. Big circle up. Inhale here. Exhale, hands to heart. If you want to add the breath, you don't have to. You can. Inhale. Exhale. Forward salute, airplane arms. We're going to stretch through that spine. One more breath, and we're going to bring our hands to heart. Last time before we add on. Big circle up. Extend that mountain and bring those hands to heart. Back up to that extended mountain. Dive forward. Forward salute, airplane arms. Stretch it through. Now here's our next add-on. We're going to come into a supported forward fold, all right? So we're going to put our forearms on the thighs, palms facing up. Let the heart fall forward. See how that feels, right? So if you'll notice, my head is above my heart. So we don't want to, we're not tucking and lowering that. We're going to keep that back flat, and we're going to keep that head lifted. All right, are we ready? Let's roll it up into seated. Bring your hands to heart. Let's do that again. Big circle up. We're going to add one more thing on, but I'll show you. Here we go. Up we go. Dive it forward. Forward salute, airplane arms. We're going to stretch through. Now we're going to come to that supported forward fold again. This time, instead of keeping our hands on our thighs, we're going to bring our hands down to our block and see if we can let our heart fall any further. Now, if you don't have a block, what you're going to do is you're going to walk your hands down your legs a little bit and let that heart fall, okay? So we're just trying to give ourselves some support as we let that heart fall a little bit further, feeling a little more stretch in the back. At least that's what I feel. Supported forward fold. Okay, now pull your belly in as tight as you can. And if you feel all right and your back's feeling good, we're going to let go of the block and we're going to reverse swan dive all the way up. There's your back working. You feel it? Up we go, extended mountain. We're going to do that one more time. Hands to heart. Up we go. Extend that mountain and dive forward into that forward salute with airplane arms. Let's stretch through. Let's come to that supported forward fold first with arms on thighs. Now, if you want to bring your hands to your block, maybe you move that block down. And come a little deeper into that forward fold. Still keep the head lifted though, if you would. We have one more breath. Pull that belly in tight. We're going to reverse swan dive up. Work that back. Up we go to extended mountain and bring those hands to heart. How did that feel? Is everybody okay? Yeah? All right, very good. So let's go ahead and set your block aside. We'll come back to it another time. So we're going to move into a warrior 2 with a reverse warrior and a side angle pose, okay? So we're going to start with that right knee opening nice and wide. So you've got one knee facing me and one knee facing the side of the wall. You're going to rotate the center of the body to face me and bring your arms up into those warrior 2 arms. Shoulders are down out of the ears and arms are parallel to the floor, okay? Let's look over our right fingertips. We're going to flip that right palm to the ceiling And we're going to try to reach up and touch the ceiling with those fingertips. The left hand comes to the chair for support. We extend and we come past the midline of the body. There's our reverse warrior. Now we're going to come back to that warrior 2. One more breath here and release. Let's do the other side just like that before we add on, okay? So now we're going to bring that other leg out. We're going to extend those arms long. Remember, rotate the center of the body forward. Extend your arms, make them parallel to the mat. We're going to look over those left fingertips now. Shoulders stay down. Flip that left palm to the ceiling. We're going to reverse that warrior up and back. Remember, our opposite hand can be on the chair for some support. And we're going to come back to that warrior 2. I'm squeezing the muscles against the bones in the arms. If I came and tried to pull that arm down, I couldn't. Shoulders are down, squeeze, one more breath, release, and bring that knee forward. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to add a side angle pose, okay? So we're going to take that right knee and we're going to open it. We know what we're doing, right? Bring those arms up, rotate, bring the arms up, shoulders are down. Look over those right fingertips. Flip that palm up, reverse that warrior up and back. Come back to your warrior 2. Now, we're going to take that right arm, flip the palm to the ceiling, and place that arm on that thigh. Let's extend this arm out, okay? Actually, let's take this hand and place it on our waist and lift our heart. So do you see what I'm doing there? I'm lifting up. So this is not side angle pose. I'm not letting myself collapse down. I'm lifting myself up. Then if you want to bring that arm out, you can. Okay, are we ready? Back to that warrior 2. One more breath and release. Bring that leg in. Let's do the other side. We're going to open it up first. We're going to rotate those ribs to the center and we're going to bring those arms out. Squeeze the muscles against the bones in the arms. Look over that left fingertips. Flip the left palm to the ceiling. Reverse your warrior up and back. Oh yeah, feel that stretch in that side waist. You feel it? Let's come back to that warrior 2 and we're going to go straight to that side angle pose. Flip that palm up to the ceiling. Extend that arm out. Remember, hand to waist if you want and lift. You don't even have to extend the arm. You can have the hand right here. It's fine. Side angle pose. Okay, are we ready? Back up to that warrior 2. Make sure those ribs are in the center of the body. One more breath. Release and bring that leg forward. Okay. So that's going to be our flow. Now we're going to do this 2 more times with different leg positions, but we're going to be doing it pretty fluidly, okay? So we've kind of got the sense of where we're going, the warrior 2, reverse, side angle pose. Okay, so the first leg position change is going to be moving forward. And remember, you can always do the previous version, right? Absolutely fine. But if you're with me, I'm going to take my right knee and I'm going to heel toe it out 2 times so that I've got this at an angle. Okay, now I'm going to extend my other leg out. So you'll notice I've just moved a little bit further forward on my chair, right? So I can extend this leg out. You want to stay on the chair. You don't want to fall out of the chair, but you may want to be a little bit further forward. Okay, I'm rotating my rib center and I'm going to bring my arms up, right? Let's look over those right fingertips. Flip that right palm to the ceiling. Up we go. Let's reverse that warrior. Who feels that, right? Wah! Back to that warrior 2, straight to that side angle pose. Remember, hand to the waist is fine. Lift. Back to that warrior 2. Squeeze the muscles against the bones in the arms and release. Bring that leg in. Ha! Okay, we're going to do the other side. Are we ready? Here we go. This leg, heel toe it out just a couple of times. We want this diagonal. But you do want the hip and the knee and the ankle and the foot to be in alignment. Okay? Okay, let's take that right leg and extend it out. Notice that I'm up on the side of that foot, right? So my foot is not pointed, so I'm not working this part. My leg is at an angle. My foot is at that, I'm on the knife edge of that foot, so I'm working this outer thigh. Bring the rib center, bring those arms up. Okay, let's look over those left fingertips. Make sure those shoulders stay down. Flip that left palm to the ceiling and let's reverse our warrior up and back. We're going to come back to that warrior 2 and then we're going to flip that palm up and we're going to come to that side angle pose. Lift, remember? One more breath. Bring those arms back up into that warrior 2. Shoulders stay down. and release. All right. Okay, we've got one more. This one, we're going to go all the way back in our chair. So we've got the seat of the chair between our legs. Now, for me, I'm going to move a little bit to the left because I'm going to extend that left leg out. And if I'm too much to the center, it kind of cuts into the inner thigh for me. So I move a little bit to the left so that I can extend this left leg out. I'm up on the knife edge of the foot. I'm going to bring those ribs center, arms up, turn and look over your right fingertips. Flip that palm to the ceiling, reverse that warrior up and back. Back to that warrior two, side angle pose. Keep that hip, heart lifted. Don't let that shoulder dip down, right? We're lifting. Hand can be at heart. Waist is absolutely fine. Okay, are we ready? Back to that warrior two. Squeeze the muscles against the bones in the arms. Bring the hands down. Come in center and let's go straight to the other side. Let's extend that other leg out. Bring those ribs center, arms come out. Look over those left fingertips. Flip that palm to the ceiling. Reverse that warrior up and back. Back to that warrior two, side angle pose. One more breath here. Up we go. Bring the hands back to the chair. Come back to seated. Wow, right? Oh my goodness. All right. Let's grab a sip of water. So we're going to move into a seated eagle, a different bird, a seated eagle pose. Now if you have your block, you're going to go ahead and grab that. If you don't have your block, don't worry about it, okay? So if you have your block, you're going to put it up against your right foot. And you'll notice I'm moving a little bit forward in my chair, okay? Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to keep both of those feet on the floor and we're going to open those arms nice and wide. We're going to cross right at the elbows, and then we're going to give ourselves a little hug, okay? And then let's rotate to the left, and we're going to come center. We're going to rotate to the right. We're going to come center. We're going to lift our elbows up and center, and then down and center, open. Now the other arm is going to come on top, okay? Hug yourself. Then we're going to rotate to the right and center. Rotate to the left and center. Elbows up, center, elbows down, center, and release. Okay. So the first add-on is going to be either, if you have your block, you're going to place your toes on that block. If you don't have a block, you're going to cross, okay? Either is fine, and if you don't want to do either of those, you can cross ankle to ankle. Okay, so you've got 3 leg positions: toes on block, cross, ankle to ankle. Okay, so pick which position you want. Let's all start with the right leg. So either the right foot is on the block, the right foot is crossing, or the right ankle is on top. Okay, bring those arms out. Now, we're going to take our left arm and bring it on top, and then we're going to hug ourselves. And we're going to rotate to the left, and then we're going to come center, and we're going to rotate to the right, and we're going to come center. We're going to bring those elbows up, and we're going to come center, and we're going to bring those elbows down, and we're going to come center, and we're going to release. And take your foot off that block. Okay, so let's do the other side. So again, you've got 3 leg positions. You can have your toes on the block. This is just going to create a little less stability, right? So you've got to really pull that belly in, a little bit of balance. You can cross your leg on top, or you can cross ankle to ankle. Okay, so pick which version of the legs you want to do. Let's open. Now, we're going to take our right arm on top, and then we're going to hug ourselves. We're going to rotate to the right, and we're going to come center. We're going to rotate the other way, and center. Elbows up, center, and down, and center. All right, very, very well done. Go ahead and set your lock aside, and let's come into some knee. So we're going to hug our knee into our chest, and I'm going to give you a couple of options on this, okay? Excuse me, I've got a little frog in my throat. So we're going to hold under that thigh, and we're just going to lift that leg a little bit. Doesn't have to be much, okay? And I want you to hold it. So we're going to do a point and a flex, and a point and a flex. One more. Point and flex and rotate. And reverse it. Okay, let's put that foot down and let's go to the other side. So my hands are under that thigh. I'm going to lift it. It's not a big lift, right? Keep the crown of the head to the ceiling though. Keep the belly tight, long spine. All right, let's point and flex. And point and flex. One more. Point and flex and rotate. I don't know if you heard that, but that was my ankle that cracked. And reverse it. All right, very, very well done. And put that foot down. Now, you can do the exact same thing again if you want to. But if you want a little bit more, we're not going to hold the leg and we're not going to hold the chair. We're going to bring our arms out to the side. Again, let's lift that right leg. It doesn't have to be a big lift, okay? Belly is tight. We're working the quadriceps, working the belly, extend the spine long. It's a point and a flex, and a point and a flex. One more. Point and flex and rotate. And reverse that rotation. All right, let's put that foot down, bring your hands down, take a little break. We're going to go the other side. Are we ready? Let's lift that other leg. You've got all those options. Remember, palms facing up. If you're doing it with me, it's a point and a flex, and a point and a flex. One more time, point and flex and rotate. And rotate the other way. And release. All right, very well done. Now we're going to bring our arms up. Forearms are parallel to one another, okay? And we're going to bring one arm out to the side, and we're going to bring it center. Then we're going to bring the other arm out to the side, and we're going to bring it center. Let's do that one more time, just like that. It's an out, and an in, and an out, and an in. All right, place your hands on the chair, and let's do the legs. Open and close. Other side. Open and close. Make your abdominals work here. Inner and outer thighs are working, and close. Last time. Open and close. Okay, we're going to do both of those at the same time. You know what's coming, right? So here we go. Forearms are parallel to one another. Belly is tight. Spine is long. Let's do it. Open and close. Switch sides. Open and close. Switch. Open and close. Again. Open and close. Last time. Open and close. One more. Open and close and release. All right. Very, very well done. So we're going to move into crescent lunge. We'll take our right knee and we're going to open it. And then we're going to drop that left knee down towards the floor. So let that knee fall down. Now, we're pretty warm, so if we want to push our foot back a little bit, I call it back of the kneecap towards the ceiling, feel free to do that. Relax in this glute, and we're just going to look over that front leg, and we're going to hold and breathe. Let's release it, and then we're going to do that one more time. So back of the kneecap up towards the ceiling, we're relaxing the glute here, heart is lifted. Crescent lunge. One more breath. Let's release and face forward. Very well done. Pyramid pose. So this leg extends out in front of us. Our toes are to the ceiling. Lengthen through the spine. Let the head calm down. We're going to walk our hands down this leg, okay? And then we're just going to hold. Holding our pyramid pose here. We're going to walk our hands back up that leg. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, we're going to walk our hands down that leg. Let's walk our hands back up. Last time. Ready? Extend. And down we go. Keeping that leg straight, keeping our back flat. And walk your hands back up, bend that knee, put the foot on the floor. Okay, so now we're going to take our left knee and we're going to open it. We're going to let our right knee fall down towards the floor, and we're going to push that foot back behind us and lift our heart. See how I'm lifting up? That you really will feel the difference in the stretch here, keeping that heart lifted. Let's release. Remember, relax this glute, back of the kneecap towards the ceiling. Let's release and do it one more time. Here we go. We got this. And release. Face forward. Extend that leg out in front of you. Toes to the ceiling. Pyramid pose. Extend. Nice and long. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to walk our hands down that leg. Keep that back flat. Keep that leg straight. And roll it up. Let's do that again. Nice long spine. Down we go. And up we go. Last time. Ooh, who feels that? I do. And let's walk it up. Okay, bend that knee. Go ahead and sit back in your chair, getting ready for Shavasana. So in our Shavasana pose, we get to lean back on the chair. Our hands are resting lightly on our thighs. Flip the palms up to the ceiling. Close your eyes and just breathe.
Light the way ahead. Even on the most challenging days, there's something to be thankful for. Find it, focus on it, and give yourself added energy to get through the challenges. Gratitude might feel weird while in the midst of trouble and difficulty. Yet that gratitude will shine a positive, empowering light on the situation. From a perspective that's overwhelmed with negativity, all you can see are the problems. Choose instead to find something for which to be thankful and open your awareness to all the many good, positive resources available to you. The most valuable opportunities often appear within the most difficult situations. Gratitude helps you to see and understand those opportunities. Somewhere, somehow, a positive aspect can be found. Always, something exists for you which you can be genuinely thankful. The more challenging the situation, the more valuable it is to have something positive you can hold on to. Identify what you can be thankful for and light the way ahead.
Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Reach up with the right hand. Give the head a gentle tug as you press that left hand down towards the floor. Release it. Drop your chin towards your chest. Reach up with your hands. Give the head a gentle tug. Release it. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Reach up with the left hand. Give the head a gentle tug, pressing that opposite hand down towards the floor. Release it. Look up just slightly. Open your mouth if you want to stretch your jaw. Bring your hands to your heart. Honoring one another, we say, Namaste. Thank you so much for joining today. I really appreciate it. And if you would like the video, subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. And as always, I love to hear from you guys. So I will see you next time.